Have you ever stopped to think about the importance of privacy in life? Whether in the strategies plotted or in the achievements attained, it plays a crucial role. Today, let's explore Stoic behavior in the current world, sharing valuable tips to keep your personal information safeguarded. It's essential to understand how the Stoics dealt with this issue in antiquity. Think of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. He emphasized the importance of control over one's own actions and thoughts, highlighting discretion as an essential virtue. Aurelius used to say, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." This statement echoes the idea of how our way of thinking influences how we position ourselves in the world, including the preservation of our privacy. Seneca, another renowned Stoic philosopher, also addressed the issue of privacy. He argued that peace of mind was achieved by avoiding unnecessary exposures. Life is too short and concerns are many. Therefore, save yourself for what really matters, he used to say. This mindset highlights the importance of preserving our energy and focus for what truly adds value to our lives, avoiding distractions and excessive exposures. Additionally, Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, advocated for self-control and moderation. He emphasized the need not to be slaves to others' opinions, maintaining a natural reserve about personal matters. Zeno said, "It is not the man who has much that is rich, but he who acts as if he were." This statement underscores the importance of a reserved stance, focused on meaningful actions, regardless of what others might think. These Stoic philosophers offer valuable insights into the importance of preserving privacy and how it relates to a more fulfilling and focused life. In the modern world, where exposure seems constant, learning from these masters can be crucial to maintaining balance and personal integrity. So stay tuned until the end of the video not to miss any tips. All of them are very important, and you should pay attention to each one. First, the struggles of your past. Dealing with the battles of the past is a complex theme that resonates with Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, known for his work Meditations, reflected on the importance of not only facing adversities but also how we react to them. He said, "We cannot choose our problems, but we can choose how we face and deal with them." Seneca, in his letters and treatises, discussed the idea that our personality is shaped by our experiences, but does not necessarily need to be exposed to the world. He advised against seeking external validation based on our past sufferings, stating, "Character should be something that manifests naturally, not something to boast about." Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, also highlighted the importance of not letting past experiences become an impediment to the present. He emphasized self-control and the ability to focus on what can be influenced, stating, "The man who does not have virtue in himself cannot teach it to others." Thinking about the lives of these philosophers, we see examples of how they faced personal challenges. Marcus Aurelius, for example, faced various difficulties during his reign as a Roman emperor, dealing with wars, political and personal pressures. He sought guidance from Stoic philosophy to maintain calm and serenity in the face of adversities. Seneca, besides being an influential philosopher, faced political and personal challenges, including being exiled by Emperor Claudius. In his letters, he shared advice on how to deal with adversity and find virtue even in adverse situations. Zeno, in turn, shaped his life around Stoic principles, emphasizing the importance of internal control and not depending on external circumstances to achieve happiness and virtue. Applying these teachings to modern life, we realize that it is not necessary to expose all the battles faced in the past. The value lies in the ability to learn from these experiences develop oneself, and demonstrate qualities through actions in the present. It is nobler to be someone who, although has faced challenges, shows resilience and wisdom in the present than someone who boasts of overcoming difficulties without reflecting those virtues in their daily conduct. Acknowledging personal progress without the need to expose all past struggles reveals true inner strength. This aligns with Stoic thinking of focusing on what is under our control, cultivating virtues, and not letting past adversities define us, but rather the stance adopted in the face of them in the present. Second, the details of your goal. Understanding the importance of the details of our goals is a valuable lesson echoing Stoic teachings. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, in Meditations, reflected on control over our own thoughts and actions, emphasizing, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This notion emphasizes the importance of maintaining control over what is essential, even if others seek minute details about our paths. Seneca, in his letters and treatises, discussed the importance of preserving the privacy of our goals. He mentioned, "Secret desires have no shackles, they are free from all danger of censure." This illustrates how keeping the details of aspirations to oneself can be liberating, warding off potential external interferences. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, also stressed the power of internal control over external circumstances. He emphasized the importance of not letting oneself be controlled by external factors, stating, "The wise man will always be master of his mind." Considering the lives of these philosophers, we see examples of how they balanced the exposure of their goals. Marcus Aurelius, for example, aimed for the pursuit of virtue and self-mastery. He avoided exposing detailed plans, focusing on the inner journey to improve himself as a person and leader. Seneca, despite his ambitions, also prioritized discretion. He wrote about personal ambitions and goals, but rarely detailed his specific steps, preferring to maintain his integrity and focus. Zeno, on the other hand, believed in control over one's mind and not depending on external factors to achieve goals. He founded his philosophy on Stoicism, seeking virtue and inner serenity. The idea of keeping goal details to oneself is a wise strategy. Just as not granting indiscriminate access to our phone, keeping crucial details of our goals away from others' scrutiny preserves not only the integrity of our aspirations, but also avoids potential problems that may arise from unnecessary revelations. The Stoic conception that we are masters of our minds resonates in this approach. We do not need to provide every detail of our plans to justify or explain our choices. Only internal understanding of the path to be taken is sufficient. This discretion not only protects our goals, but also strengthens our autonomy and self-confidence, reaffirming that we are responsible only for ourselves and should not give explanations beyond what is necessary. Third, believing that joy and the feeling of lightness are so scarce nowadays that they have become highly coveted emotions. The pursuit of joy and the feeling of lightness finds resonance in Stoic teachings, which emphasized inner serenity amidst adversities. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflected on happiness, stating, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This notion emphasizes the importance of cultivating a positive mindset, even in challenging circumstances. Seneca, in his works, discussed joy and inner peace, highlighting, "The greatest wealth is the poverty of the soul." This phrase suggests that true wealth lies in the ability to find contentment and joy within oneself, regardless of external circumstances. Zeno of Citium, on his part, believed in moderation and control over emotions. He emphasized the importance of not letting external emotions dictate inner tranquility, stating, "Virtue is the only good, the rest are indifference." This idea underscores the importance of cultivating virtue as the source of true joy and serenity. Looking at the lives of these philosophers, we see examples of how they faced life's ups and downs with a stoic attitude. Marcus Aurelius, for example, faced numerous difficulties during his reign as a Roman emperor, but sought strength from Stoic philosophy to maintain inner serenity and genuine joy in the face of adversities. Seneca, despite also facing challenges, advocated for the importance of finding joy and contentment within oneself, without depending on external circumstances to achieve inner peace. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, believed in moderation and control of emotions as a path to true joy and lasting happiness. The idea of expressing joy moderately finds support in Stoic philosophy. It is important to maintain a balanced stance towards emotions, especially in a world where hopelessness and bitterness may be present. Moderation in expressing joy is not a sign of weakness but of wisdom. Seneca stated, "Joy is not in things, but in us." This emphasizes that the true source of joy lies in our perspective and the ability to find inner contentment regardless of external situations. Therefore, cultivating discreet joy, not overly exposing it, but keeping it as an internal pillar of tranquility, can be a wise way to preserve that sense of lightness and happiness in a world that is often turbulent. Fourth, your relationship. The Stoic approach to relationships highlights the importance of direct communication and the preservation of intimacy. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflected on the relationship with oneself and others, stating, "Mutual respect, true friendship, mutual loyalty, selfless love. These things are only called virtues when in accordance with nature." This quote emphasizes the importance of relationships based on sincerity and the preservation of mutual trust. Seneca, in his letters, discussed the importance of discretion in relationships. He mentioned, "Silence is the only friend that never betrays." This underscores the need to preserve confidentiality and intimacy in relationships, avoiding exposing personal matters to third parties. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, believed in the importance of honesty and effective communication in relationships. He emphasized the need to resolve conflicts directly, stating, "True knowledge comes from one's own experience." Analyzing the lives of these philosophers, we see examples of how they applied these principles in their relationships. For example, Marcus Aurelius maintained a close relationship with his wife Faustina, exchanging correspondence on personal and philosophical matters. He valued frank and open communication to maintain a healthy relationship. Seneca, despite leading a more reserved life, valued closeness with his friends and students, maintaining direct and honest communication. Zeno, though little is known about his personal life, believed in the importance of directly resolving conflicts to maintain healthy relationships. The importance of privacy and direct communication in relationships is a fundamental aspect. Exposing intimate matters to third parties can compromise mutual trust and undermine intimacy, leading to weakened relationships. Applying Stoic principles in relationships highlights the importance of addressing issues directly between the involved parties, preserving privacy and mutual trust. This not only strengthens bonds, but also creates an atmosphere of respect and understanding, allowing relationships to thrive even in the face of challenges. Fifth, your financial situation. Stoic teachings about discretion and moderation also apply to financial situations. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflected on the importance of not being affected by financial fluctuations, stating, Wealth is not good in itself, but to provide freedom in fulfilling our duties. This idea emphasizes the importance of not being enslaved by wealth, but using it for a higher purpose. Seneca, in his letters, discussed the need for moderation and discretion regarding finances. He mentioned, "It is part of the duty of a wise man to keep for himself a sufficient reserve for all needs, both present and future." This illustrates the importance of maintaining a financial reserve without excessively exposing one's personal financial situation. Zeno of Citium, although little is known about his specific writings on finances, emphasized control over emotions and not depending on external factors to achieve happiness. This aligns with Stoicism, which advocated moderation and self-sufficiency. Looking at the lives of these philosophers, we see examples of how they balanced their relationship with wealth. Marcus Aurelius, despite being an emperor, prioritized moderation and simplicity in his lifestyle, not allowing himself to be dominated by material possessions. Seneca, despite acquiring wealth as the tutor of the young Emperor Nero, maintained a posture of moderation and discretion regarding his wealth, valuing virtue more than possessions. Zeno, whose works were largely lost, founded his philosophy on Stoicism, which prioritized virtue over material wealth. Revealing too much about the financial situation can attract unwanted attention, either interest in possessions or judgments about financial difficulties. Applying Stoic principles to finances emphasizes the importance of not letting money dictate a person's worth or affect relationships. Moderation, discretion, and prioritizing virtue over wealth are fundamental aspects to maintain tranquility and preserve personal integrity. Sixth, your despair. Maintaining composure and confidence in moments of despair finds support in Stoic principles of emotional control and self-confidence. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflected on the importance of not letting emotions control actions, stating, "We are not disturbed by things, but by the views we take of them." This quote highlights the importance of perspective and how we interpret and respond to challenging situations. Seneca, in his letters, discussed the need to maintain calm and rationality in stressful situations. He mentioned, "No one can be happy if tormented by worry." This emphasizes the idea that excessive worry and despair only harm emotional well-being and do not contribute to effective solutions. Zeno of Citium, although his works are lost, founded his philosophy on Stoicism, which emphasized control over emotions and the importance of maintaining composure in the face of adversities. Analyzing the lives of these philosophers, we see examples of how they applied calmness and rationality in times of challenge. For example, Marcus Aurelius faced several crises during his reign, but sought serenity in Stoic philosophy to deal with these challenges. Seneca, despite experiencing exile and political adversities, maintained a stance of emotional control and rationality, seeking guidance from Stoic philosophy to handle stressful situations. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, believed in controlling one's emotions as a path to true tranquility and emotional stability. Revealing despair can harm how others perceive us and deter opportunities. Applying Stoic principles in situations of despair emphasizes the importance of maintaining calmness even when circumstances seem challenging. This not only helps deal with problems more effectively, but also projects an image of control and confidence, essential for dealing with difficult situations and gaining the trust of others. Throughout this journey into Stoic wisdom, we have explored valuable facets that resonate deeply in our contemporary lives. The philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Zeno of Citium echoes not only as a historical legacy, but also as a practical guide to navigate an increasingly complex and exposed world. The importance of privacy, highlighted by these philosophers, has transcended eras and gained even more relevance in modern times, where exposure seems constant. Protecting our past experiences, keeping secrets about our goals, safeguarding our financial situation, preserving discreet joy, nurturing privacy in relationships, and maintaining composure in moments of despair are vital aspects for our emotional stability and mental balance. The words of these wise individuals not only constitute a philosophical framework, but also invitations to daily practice. Reflecting on their quotes, we realize that Stoic philosophy is not just a set of ideas, but a way of life that manifests in how we relate to the world and ourselves. A profound understanding of these principles is the first step towards practical application. Each aspect addressed, whether about our past struggles, personal goals, financial situation, discreet joy, relationships, or moments of despair, invites us to introspection and reflection. It is an invitation for us, in our daily actions, to practice moderation, emotional control, preservation of privacy, and the pursuit of inner serenity. Therefore, I invite you to adopt these teachings as a lifestyle. When facing challenges, remember Marcus Aurelius's words about controlling thoughts. When planning your goals, follow Seneca's advice on the importance of reservation and discretion. When dealing with finances, maintain moderation as advised by Zeno. In the pursuit of happiness, preserve your joy discreetly. In relationships, seek sincerity and direct communication. And in times of despair, practice calmness and confidence. Like the Stoics, by internally seeing these values, transform them into actions that shape not only your reality, but also the way you interact with the world. Let these principles guide you towards a more balanced life, centered on virtue and the pursuit of inner peace. Stoic philosophy is a continuous journey. I invite you to incorporate these principles into your personal journey, applying them daily and reaping the fruits of serenity, moderation, and authenticity. Allow yourself to be the master of your mind, guided by the wisdom and inner strength that these teachings offer, and find true freedom in the practice of these timeless values.